Hey guys, today we're gonna learn about statistical data handling and counting. So, first word that we learn is the statistic. What is in your mind when I say the word statistic? Anyone? What is statistic?
Number.
Number?
Kayak turun naik.
Yes. Graphs? Okay, nice. Data. So we are talking about the data. Okay, statistics is talking about data, number, graphs, and so on. You learn this in your primary 6 or primary 5, I think. But now we're gonna go further by applying what we already learned in our secondary 1 topic previously. Okay, so what is data? Data is the plural form of datum. Datum is the singular, data is plural. So what is data? Data is the set of number or a category that can be combined, collected, and then until it is being interpreted. Okay, so your learning outcomes in book 1 is only to collect, classify, tabulate data, and you have to evaluate the purposes and appropriateness of the use of the different statistical diagrams. And then you can construct the data from pictograms, bar graphs, pie charts, line graphs, and so on. Okay, so and then you can analyze. So this is your exercise for this topic 15A number 135 and 15B number 4 and 7. Okay, that's for your exercises later on. Okay, use book 1. We don't use book 2 because we already discussed with the board of teachers in secondary 1 that book 2 will be explained later. Okay, now this is the introduction of the statistics. What are you learning on statistics? First thing first, you learn how to collect the data. So this is CODI, make it simple. You collect, you organize, you do the display or diagram, right? It's the same, display or diagram, and you need to interpret. So statistics has its own meaning. So this is widely used in every field of study. Okay, it's not only for math, but it's also for another focus. For example, psychology, medical, economics, business, management, and so on. So we use statistics widely. Okay, very much on its application. So the simplification of 4 steps of statistics is you collect the data and then you organize. How do you organize? If you get some books, you need to organize from its category. For example, science fiction, sci-fi, biography, magazine, and then comics, and so on. Okay, you have to organize, and you need to display it, or you do the diagram or displaying of the data, or you can say that it is a diagram, and you need to interpret, not only displaying, but you need to analyze, you need to interpret, you need to calculate the data, and so on. So CODI, that's for the simple memorize. CODI, collect, organize, display, and interpret. Next, the diagrams, this part, the displaying part, the part 3, because collection of data, you just collect the data by taking surveys, and then ask someone, and then take the data anywhere. You need to organize, you need to put it in terms of, let's say, you need to order by ascendingly or descendingly from A to Z, from Z to A, or you organize by its type, for example, and you need to display. This is the third part that we're gonna go for now. Okay, line graphs, bar graphs, pie chart, dot diagrams, stem and leaf, and histogram. One more, pictogram. Okay, this is not so far, not so much. One more pictogram. Or this. So we have 7 at least, and it can be increased. It can be more than 7. Diagrams depend on the use. Okay, but we all only learn 7. Okay, next. The line graph. What is line graph? The line graph is to talk about the continuity of the data. Okay. For example, the cookie sales Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It is organized, right? It's already written, organized. Organized, you do it in order. Okay. You organize the data well, and the number of boxes that is sold, cookie box. I'm asking one student right now, Sylviana, what is the highest cookie sales? What day? The highest cookie sales.
Friday.
Sorry?
Friday.
Friday. How many?
10.
Very simple, right? What is the least cookie sold? One more, Felix. The least cookie sold. Felix.
Monday.
Okay. How many boxes sold?
1.
One. Very simple, right? It's very, very simple. Now, what day, during what day, the cookie sales is decreasing? Is decreasing. Jessica?
Thursday.
Thursday. Or the right answer is from Wednesday to Thursday. It is decreasing. The rest of the day are increasing, except Wednesday to Thursday. Why? We cannot explain, but we can think about why it is decreasing. Might be on Thursday there is a demo or there is a demonstration in front of the cookie stalls and so on. Jadi orang nggak mau ke sono. Why? Because ada demo, orang takut. Ya, jadi turun. Tetap ada yang beli, ada tukang demonya yang beli, let's see. Okay, we never know about that, but we can try to analyze, we can try to think about this. Okay, and also this is talking about the temperatures in New York City during days, right? This is in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. How hot it is? Can you imagine if it is in Celsius? 43, 53, and so on. And this also, okay, continuity. Okay, how about the next graph? Bar graph. What is bar graph? What is the difference between bar graph and line graph? Bar graph is not talking about the continuity, but it is talking about the category. Okay. Look at this. Continuity. From Monday to Tuesday, it is increased. From Tuesday to Wednesday, it's increased or decreased. But in this case, can you imagine the number of students' birthday by month? Okay, birthday of students by month. 1 unit length equals to 2 students. See, 1 unit length equals to 2 students. So in January and February, there is nothing about increase. Dia bukan naik, guys, tapi dia beda memang. Orangnya beda kok. Ya, karakteristiknya beda, kategorinya beda. Okay, I'm asking one student. The least amount of student birthday is on what month, Regan? The least amount. Regan?
August.
August, that's right. How many students?
1.
One. Okay. Now, next, what is how many? What month that has the same amount of students' birthday? Same amount of students' birthday in which months? Okay. Yang sama. March and October. Enggak lah, beda lah. March kan di sini. May and October, that's right. Very simple. Lu lihat aja garisnya sama. Oke. May and October. Ternyata dia angkat tangan karena mau ke toilet. Tapi udahlah. Oke, good question, good answer also. Are there any more? Nggak ada ya. Oke. Jadi kita bisa analyze. Nah, itu udah mulai interpreting. Look at this also, the favorite cereals. Okay, I now asking Felicia, what is the most favorable cereal? Yang di sini. Look at this. Most. Sorry?
Live.
Life. That's right, because it's the most favorable. Yang paling banyak orang suka gitu, 6 students or 6 folks. Yang paling jelek Curious. Ya, I don't know why. Orang-orang ini nggak tahu bener atau enggak ya, tapi ya datanya kira-kira begitu. Nah, lu lihat yang paling bawah nih, pre-test and test. Oke. kasih lihat yang ini. Agak gedein dikit guys, sorry gambarnya nggak terlalu bagus. Saya gedein dikit lagi. Ya. Let's see. Yang paling banyak siapa? Sorry, this is the bar graph of the pre-test and test. Okay, pre-test and test. So we have 4 students that get pre-test and test. Jack, Peter, John, Mary. Look at this. What is pre-test? Pre-test is the score that released before the test. You have to learn, you have to do the pre-test first, like post-test, and then what is test? Test means the exam itself. So all of them usually increase the score, right? From pre-test to test. So they are well prepared. But John doesn't give increase of the score. Okay. John's pre-test and test are equal, 55, right? If you can see the data, it's 55. Can someone explain? Yang biasa kan lu lihat pretest, oh udah tahu salahnya, prepare, naik, skor tesnya naik, ini juga naik, ini juga naik. So why John is not improving? Any answer? Ada yang bisa jawab nggak? Kira-kira John kenapa ya? Kok dia nggak bisa?
Gak belajar cukup, gak pay attention.
Sorry?
He didn't study at all.
Ya, he didn't prepare well. Gampang gitu ya. Dia nggak benar-benar belajar. Oke. Jadi kalau dia nggak benar-benar belajar, so dia harus dia dapat nilai yang sama gitu. Okay, this is also bangga. Ya. Next, pie chart. This is the harder one, the hardest part of what we learned today. Okay, this is the hardest pie chart. What means by pie chart is the circle chart that has its degree. So you need to consider the degree as well. Okay, so for degree in total of 100, wait, 144 plus 108 plus 72 plus 36, it has to be 360, right? So the total angle on the pie chart is always 360 degree. And for percentage, it's always 100%. This is Dot's diagram. I'm asking one student. Answer it fast. Jerry, look at the top side. Yang atas nih, ini ya, lihat aja. Hours spent on homework per week. How many students spend 7 hours on homework per week? 7.
The sound is not too clear just now.
Sorry?
Your sound is not too lagging.
Okay. 7 hours spent homework per week berapa orang?
No one.
No one, bener ya, nggak ada budotnya kan? Ya, kalau yang 10 juga sama. Kalau yang not working on homework 0, 1 student. Ya, 0 hours means ya dia bisa cepet banget kerjanya less than 1 hour, atau dia nggak kerjain sama sekali. Ya, tapi 7 until 10 nggak ada. Okay, 1 hour yang the most ya, and so on. Weight in kilograms, number of goals. So each dot represent 1 student. That's it. Okay, each dot represent 1 student. Okay. Wait, next. Stem and leaf diagram. So the one that made this stem and leaf diagram is the laziest person in the world. Why? Because place value-nya dia even nggak mau nulis ulang. Ini lihat deh. Ini malas banget deh. Ini 10, ini ones. Puluhan satuan, ya. Ones and tens. No? Jadi ini ya, 18, 19, 19 gitu cara mikirnya. Ini juga 21, 23, 26, 27, 27, 27, 29, right? And so on, 30, 32, 32, 35, 38, and so on, terus-terusan. So we need to write the key. This is the important features. You need to write the key. 2/3 means 23 years. The age of the people in office, oh, they're 18. Maybe it's an office boy or anything that not requiring the university level, for example. Orang lulus university biasanya 19. Ya, 19 ya, ini oke. Ini yang 18 berarti mungkin dia terlalu pintar jadi cepat lulus and so on. We never know. We can analyze, but we never know the details, the right thing. And this is called back to back. Back to back stem leaf diagram. Okay, what means by back to back? We are comparing between two brands, right? Brand A and brand B. 0 means ya udah 5, 7, 8, 8, 7. Udah gitu doang. Kalau 1 means 10, 11, 14, ya udah taruh sini 10, 11, 14, 17, and 19 for brand A, and brand B 10, 15, 15, 15, 17, 19, sampai ke bawah. Kalau nggak ada berarti apa? Yang 40 nggak ada, 40 something nggak ada. 6 ada, 61 for brand A, but 60, no 6 for brand B, no 60 something on brand B. Kalau ada berarti 60 gitu, 0, so 60 gitu. Okay, this is back to back stem diagram. This is the regular stem and leaf diagram. Okay, yang ini regular, yang kanan back to back. Now, histogram. Oke, lu udah lihat di sini bedanya apa sama bar graph? Saya mau tanya ya. Histogram ini, bar graph ini. Lihat ya, this is the bar graph. Ya, comparing. Kalau ini kan comparing, bener ya? Yang apa yang compare udah? Dari ada space-nya, space kosong kelihatan. So for bar graph, there is a space. Kenapa kok bisa ada yang tempel? Again, I don't know, but this is called histogram. Okay, histogram means the bar graph that is packed together. Nggak ada yang berjarak, ya, no space between the bar. It is called histogram. Yeah. Histogram is for bar graph that has no space, that has no empty space in between the bar or in between the rectangles. Okay, this is the histogram also. This is only for your example. You can look at this. Now, do the example. Ya, dikit ya, cuma 3 slides, tapi 1 slide 2 soal. Semua fokus. Okay, I will share the Autodesk right now. Sekarang lihat ya, saya nanya satu-satu. Lihat dulu pictogramnya. Pictogram means picture. So diagram in picture form. Look at the question. Read it first. The pictogram shows the profits earned by a company in each year from 2007 until 2012. Profit earned by a company is this amount. What is this? This is the image or the picture. Itu gambar uang kayaknya. Ya, saya nggak tahu ini apa sih, gambar apa. Pokoknya ada gambar. There's a picture. Ada yang setengah-setengah guys. Half of it, nothing to be worried about. Look at the clue. Each of the one whole picture represent $1 million. Okay, $1 million. What was the profit earned by the company in 2010? One student. Reckon 2010. How many dollars?
Is 5,500,000. 5,000,000. Yeah, $500.
$5,500,000. Okay, good, bener ya? 5 total sama setengahnya. 500 million, 500,000, right? Part 2, 2012. Coba. Brian. Berapa Brian 2012? Brian? 2012 berapa? Okay, thank you, Vincent, for the answer. Now, B, in which year did the company earn the least profit? Least profit. How much did the profit decrease as the year as compared to the previous year? So, the question number 1B asks you two questions. The least profit. Brian, what is the answer for the least year in the least profit in which year? Brian?
Oh, wait.
Sorry? Louder?
Wait, my tongue is down.
Ini diangkat. Nggak ada yang dengar di sini. Ini udah kenceng suaranya. Masih nggak kedengeran, nggak jelas ngomongnya. Ayo. What year least profit?
To the process, yeah.
Apa jawabannya?
Uh, 2009.
2009. That's right. Good. Least profit. The question next question. How much did the profit decrease from the previous year or compared to the previous year? Lu tinggal lihat from 2008 until 2009 selisihnya berapa? What is the difference between 2008 and 2009? Look at the graph, easy. Look at the pictogram. Half and one, right? So 1.5 million. $1,500,000 decrease from 2008 or 2008. Okay, that's for the answer for question number 1. Now we're gonna go for question number 2. Pay attention. No one do anything unless focus on math and answer each of the details. Now, a company owns 7 electrical shops. Study the bar graph. This is the bar graph of 7 electrical shops. Semua kelihatan harusnya cukup gede ya. Kalau nggak kelihatan, kasih tau aja. 7 electrical shops. Jualan toko elektronik. Okay. This month is on November and December selling. So they just only focus on November and December, 2 months. November is on the blue color and December is on the purple color. So part A, complete the bar graph using the data given by the table, in the table. So look at this, the table shop 6 is still not exist, belum ada, lu harus bikin. Shop 7 juga belum ada, you need to focus on the November 1st. 64 ada di mana guys? 64 ada di sini. Lu pakai warna yang sama. About here, right? Sih, lu lihat ya, 64 di sini. Oke. Ya, you can fill it. Lu bisa isi aja warnanya. So warnain aja ya. See, use the same color with the November and December. Look at the purple. Right? So, what year how many amount of television sold in shop 6 December? 88, right? So if you look at the 88, naikin lagi 88. Ya, kira-kira di sini nih 80 something 90 ya, tengah-tengah 90 turun dikit ya. This is 88. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, and you can fill it again. Then that's for shop 6. Now for shop 7. 70 on November, okay. 70 lu bikin lagi 70. 70 ada di tengah-tengah in between 60 and 80. Right. There you go. 70. And 96 for the purple color. 96 ada di sini. Ya, almost 100, right? Almost 100. There you go. Okay, it's quite simple. You fill it. Lupa tadi dipenuhin. Oke, kita isi dulu. kita penuhin ya. We have to make it as neat as possible. Okay, that's it. And then done for question A. Now we go to question B. On question B, asking you for find the total number. Wait, question B. Find the total number of television sets sold in the 7 shops. So in all the shops, not shop 7, careful. 7 shops. So in the total in November. So lu tambahin aja November. So in November, berapa nih? November yang blue ya, 60 for shop 1. Shop 2, 30, right? It's around ya. Bisa lebih, bisa kurang, tapi nggak apa-apa, more or less. Ini berapa? Ah, ini agak ribet nih. 50 ya, tengah-tengah kan, see? 50, shop 3, you tulis pelan-pelan banget. And then shop 4, 70, it's around, kita kira-kira aja guys. And then plus by, ini 40 pas shop 5. Shop 6 and 7 udah ada nih. 64 and 60, jangan lihat sini, 64 and 70 I mean. 64 and 70. And they asking you also in December. Ya, ini November, December. Desember berapa? Tambah ini. 90 kira-kira ya. Bisa lebih, bisa kurang, bisa. Kalau misalnya pikirin nih, misalnya sekali ini 89 deh. Boleh juga. Tapi nggak apa-apa, kita kan ngira-ngira ya. Kita cuman estimation. Shop 2, 50, right? Shop 3, 80, pas tuh, pas garis. Shop 4, oh gede banget, 110 atau 100 more, lebih ya, lu lihat, lebih kan, lebih ke atas 115, let's say. Boleh juga. Ya, jadi kita nggak langsung jawab pasti ini, pasti itu, no. 80 and shop 6 udah ada, 88 and 96 ya, 88 and 96 itu tinggal tambahin. Oke. I want someone to calculate. Kan? Oh, tidak jauh amat. Ada 4-nya. Oke, nice. Oke, hitung cepat nih. Yang Desember berapa, Ken? Lanjut. Oke, I believe in Ken. Nggak tahu benar atau enggak, belum hitung juga. Tapi oke, ini jawabannya ya. Kita anggap benar ya. Kalau salah tolong hitungin anyone. Tapi kalau enggak ya kita anggap Ken punya jawaban benar. Thank you Ken. Berapa? Oh ini 49 ya. Oh iya benar 49. Oke, thanks. Ya soalnya kan 6, 8, 4. Ini ada 4. Oke, nice. Thanks. Oke, now cepet banget hitungan. Bener nggak? 599. Nggak apa-apa, nggak apa-apa. Dia hitung manual soalnya tadi sih kan. Atau kalian saya salah apa? Coba ya. Bisa salah bener nih, bisa kayak ini. Pokoknya hitungin dulu.
Master,
Yes?
I got to the toilet.
Ya, cepet. Bener nggak? Yaudah, nggak apa-apa lah. Lanjut. Kita nggak fixing ini tuh. C. Dilihat ya, C pelan-pelan. Express the total number of television sets sold in the 7 shops in November as a percentage of the total in November and December. Oh, oke. Berarti November over total. And then dia minta percentage times by 100%, right? Nah, Ken, totalnya berapa nih, Ken? Jadi November 384 kan? Total ini total November dan Desember. Aduh, selesai. Ya. 983 times by 100%. Okay, you need the calculator of course because this is not a good number. Jelek banget angkanya. Okay, Vanessa berapa? Vanessa hitungin. Berapa? Coba kasih lihat. Oh, kali 100 lagi. Kan dia minta percentage ya, jadi jangan sampai salah hitungnya ya. Berapa? Coba lihat. Gini aja kelihatan kok. Nggak usah. Oke, jawabannya 39.06 ya. Thank you. Oke, you mau 39 juga boleh ya. Hasilnya kelihatan kok. D, kita lihat yang D ya. Lihat lagi soalnya pelan-pelan. Pelan-pelan guys. Express the total number of television sets sold in Shop 7 in November and December. Oh, dia minta Shop 7 November December, lu tambahin dulu ini kan. 70 and 96 ya. 166 ya. As the percentage in the 7 shops in November and December in total lagi. Jadi 983 lagi. Ya. Jadi yang di part 1 ingat Shop 7 to the total. Shop both month 166, right? Divide by 100%. Part 2, gak jawab dulu, nggak tahu, nggak ada kalkulatornya. Ada sih, tinggal buka aja sebenarnya. Tapi udah, hitungin, biar belum nggak males. Yuk. Berapa nih? Berapa? Ayo guys, si Ken lagi hitungin ya, tungguin. Kalau mau langsung jawab, jawab aja. $16.9 ya, nggak apa-apa, pelan-pelan persen. Sekarang lu lihat nih guys, baca soal nomor 2 ya, yang part 2. The company would like to close down one shop due to the insufficient cash flow. Dia mau tutup satu toko. Based on the number of television shops sold in November and December, the manager proposed to close down shop 7. Do you agree with the manager? Dia mau nutup shop 7 gara-gara lihat clue-nya ya. Based on the number of television sets sold, the manager closed 7. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Kenapa Winston disagree?
Menurut I, Shop 7 still did like quite a lot of percentage. Shop 2 yang terusnya ditutup karena they sold like paling dikit out of all of them in total.
Question, nice answer, good. My videos keep stopping. Okay, so good answer. Shop 7 still perform well. The worst is Shop 2. So if you are the manager, you will propose to close down Shop 2. Soalnya dia jualannya jelek banget, paling jelek dia, ya kan? Lu lihat aja, paling rendah kan? See, if you look at the diagram, you will see it more clearly. Rather than you see only the numbers. Lu lihat angka ribet. Kalau lu ribet lihat angka, lihat gambar, itu statistics. Makes us in ease. Gampang banget jadinya. No, disagree. Because Shop 7 is not the worst. Now, in which month did the company perform better in terms of sales? In which month? November or December, guys? Kan disuruh pilih. Kenapa Desember? Disuruh tanya kenapa? Ditanyanya kenapa?
Terus December is the winter season dan biasanya orang lebih banyak yang libur di Desember and want to rest.
Winston sama Ken mirip ya. Gara-gara Desember itu lagi end of year season. December. Because end of year, biasanya end of year is the spendthrift era. Ya, spendthrift month. Boros orang jadi spend more money for Christmas, ya, or anything, for New Year, anything, ya banyak banget ya. Alasannya banyak. Nah ini alasannya setiap orang bisa beda lah. Bisa. Kalau orang Kristen dapat THR hari bulan Desember. Kalau orang Islam dapatnya ntar nanti THR-nya Lebaran. What is THR? Tunjangan hari raya, guys. So tunjangan hari raya is the only in Indonesia. Biasa kayaknya sih di Indo doang deh. Dia atau di negara-negara lain ada sih, tapi kayak yang paling rame itu Indo. THR. Dapat nggak THR? Misalnya, yuk kerja belum setahun di suatu tempat. THR itu nilainya 1 bulan kerja ya, one month salary. So kalau misalnya yuk belum kerja setahun, dia nanti progresif namanya. Nah itu namanya pro apa? Iya, 1 bulan gaji. Jadi harusnya kan 1 bulan 1 tahun 12 months kan. Lu kalau dapat hari raya, lu Islam lu pas Lebaran, dia dapat 2 bulan, jadi dapat 2 kali gaji. Tapi kalau belum setahun, let's say baru 6 bulan, ya setengahnya, tambahin setengah, jadi ditambah. Bonus buat kalian. I also get the THR in school. Misalnya, kita Desember, gajinya misalnya 20 million, ya, 20 juta sebulan. Lu dapat THR, dapatnya 40 juta sebulan. 20. Itu workers. Itu dibikin sama orang, apa namanya, orang ada orang dulu sih udah puluhan tahun lalu di Indonesia. Oh, partai PKI, guys, partai komunis, mereka yang bikin. Wait, guys. Makanya aneh, orang PKI loh, orang komunis, no religion, mereka mikirin buat orang-orang beragama. Lu Kristen, lu dapat THR Desember. Iya, buat majority bener. Jadi mereka tuh buat majority, buat providing biar mereka sore dapat, tapi ternyata mereka dihabisin sih. Kasian ya orang-orang PKI kayak mereka fight for us, fight for the religious country, for the religion people, and then they try to keep, and they are being vanished by the government at the time, Soeharto kalau salah. Oke lanjut ya. Jadi itu yang paling susah kayaknya di sini. Next year masih ada waktu, masih banyak. This one, capek nih kerjainnya, tapi follow properly. Okay, this is quite simple. If you look at the screen sharing, the Autodesk is empty right now, and sini. Okay, the table shows Farhan's expenditure on a holiday. Construct a pie chart. Aduh, gimana nih caranya? Kalau pie chart berarti lu harus bikin circle. Ya, kasih centernya, bikin circle-nya. Ya, udah. Ayo fokus, lanjut, jangan main-main yang lain. Dia minta apa? Minta pie chart. So you need to provide the space for the angles. Sudutnya harus keluar. Oke, kita bikin. Saya bikin copy ulang. I copy paste. And then now I have to put one more space here. Satu tempat lagi. Untuk apa? Untuk angle. Oh ya? Angles. One more space for the total. So this is total. Totalnya berapa? Aku tambahin. Ayo Ken, berapa Ken? Ada yang bisa jawab Bang? Dapat ya? Kecil. 200, 26. Ini 4,000. Okay, $4,000. Okay, Felix, what is the total angle on the circle? Felix?
360.
You put it here. Nice. Good job. Berarti kalau 4,000 itu 3,600. Nah, inget gak yang dulu nih? Dulu banget ya, 1,000 berapa? Ayo.
90.
90. Gimana caranya dapat 90?
Nomor 360 bagi 4.
Divide.
Benar, bagi 4 aja gampang ya. 4,000 to 1,000 divide 4. 3,600 divide by 4 also. 90. Nah, capek 1,200. Gimana caranya tuh? Nih, saya kasih cara.
4,000 divide 360.
Ya, benar. Terus? Terus diapain? Times by 1200. Tapi ini caranya terlalu lama. Kita pakai cara yang express aja. Lu lihat ya. I divide everything by 20. So, 200 represent 18. Benar? Ya. Terus, simply lagi. Make it simple. Bagi dua lagi. 100 represent 9. Udah. Ya, ini caranya. $100 represent 9. This is the simplest way. So, 1,200 itu kali 12. Ya dong. Times 12, times 12, 108. Ada juga 1,200, 108 lagi. Ngapain lu tulis dua kali? Terus mikir. 400, berarti 100 times 4, right? Ini jadi keywordsnya, master key-nya. So, 400 times 4, 36. Times 2, 18. Beres. Oke? Terus constructing a pie chart. Nah, lu bikin lah pie chart, udah ada rumahnya tuh di sebelah kanan ya, on the right side. 90 degree. 90 degree gampang banget, tinggal begini ya. Jadi mau taruh di sini, mau taruh di sini, terserah ya. Anywhere. Taruh di sini lah, put. Kasih angle, put. Shopping, 108. 108 is more than 90 ya. Dia opposite angle. Segini.
Lihat gak bisa.
Cepat. Ini shopping ya. Oke, for shop. Oke. 108. Dan tick 36 hotel. Oke, 36 agak kecil ya udah. Sebenarnya bisa pakai protractor tapi nggak perlu. Ini 36. Ini hotel. Ya, tiket 108 lagi, gedein lagi. Kira-kira segini. Ya. Oke, segini lah. Enggak. 36-nya terlalu kecil, terlalu gede. Make it more. Nah, ini. Give me 36, okay. And then 108 gain for air ticket, and the rest 18 others. Nah, yang paling kecil biasa others. Okay, others. Okay, done for this question. Let me know whenever you have any questions. Okay, ini ribet, tapi tahu caranya. Ya. Okay, copy paste. Soalnya. The last hardest question. Soal yang terakhir yang paling susah, guys. Semua maintain fokus, lanjut lagi, gedein tulisannya, gambar angkanya terlalu kecil. I want to make it more clear to see. For X, makin nggak kelihatan. Warna putih aja. For X, 2X. And then 237.6. Oke, kelihatan semua ya, udah lebih jelas lagi. Now, the question is, find the value of X. What you do then? Ada yang bisa tahu nggak cara kerjanya gimana? Find the value of X. Ayo, Nita.
360 minus 237.6.
Jago amat. Gimana, Felix? Gimana?
360 minus the blue one.
Yep.
Yeah, and then wait, let me count.
Nah, Felix ya. Semua lihat cara kerja Felix.
122.4.
And then what do next?
122, sir.
Gimana?
122, not 132.
Oke. Terus siapa ya?
Divided by 6.
That's right. Good job. Soalnya dia 6x kan sisanya kan. What's the answer?
20.4.
Nice, thank you. That's fine. Oke, that's gampang ya. Tapi kalau mau pakai cara algebra lebih logik lagi, lu totalin semua jawabannya 360. Lebih lambat, tapi lebih bisa di ngertiin sih kayaknya. Ya. Atau begini ya, or ya. Anyway, so 6x equals yang tadi 1 to 2.4 ya. Thank you Felix, that's good answer. 2. Express the amount of apple juice as a percentage of all the components. So kita hitung apple berapa? 4x, right? 4 times 20.4 over the total. Total berapa? 360. You know, total angle. And then as a percentage, you times by 100. Yeah, so 81.6 over 360 times by 100%. And you get the answer easily. Ya, ayo hitungin, nggak usah hitungin, nanti aja. Number 3. Ini hati-hati guys, susah nih. Hati ya. Lihat soalnya, kelihatan nggak paling susah? Number 3. Ini given. Nggak kelihatan. Lebih kecilan. Kalau gini harusnya lebih kelihatan ya. Given that a jar of fruit punch, ini fruit punch namanya. Buah, bukan buah tinju ya, tapi buahnya dicampur-campur namanya fruit punch. Contains 759 milliliters of a cranberry juice. 759 milliliter of a cranberry juice. 237.6. Dia mintanya find the amount of fruit punch in the jar. Yang dia minta yang 360-nya in total kan, fruit punch kan total. Berapa? How do you do this? Again, you need to be focused. Lu nggak bisa dapat langsung kayak tadi kan divide by 4 ya, dapat 90. Ini nggak bisa. Yuk gampang gini. Jadiin 1 dulu, ingat nggak? Yang dulu ya, put into 1. So what you need to do? You divide by 237.6. Berapa tuh? 759 divide by 237.6. Berapa? Berapa?
3.19 jadi 3.2.
Sama jawaban Winston sama ini. And then go to 360, so times 360. Ya udah gampang kan, 3.19 times 360. 1,150, right? Udah selesai. Milliliters. 1 liter, 0.15, ya. Jadi lebih susah ya ini karena kita ngomongin ratio. Ya. Oke. Dan next, masih ada lagi. Dikit lagi guys, bener-bener 2 lagi. Ya. Semua lihat ya. The bar graph shows the number of cars of different colors sold 1 year in a city. Which is the least popular color? Ayo nanya satu orang. Aubrey belum nih. Aubrey, Sophie, Madeline, Robert. Aubrey, which is the least popular?
Black.
Black, nice. Very simple. Lihat aja yang paling kecil, black. Gampang. Lihat. Now, yang kedua paling susah. If the information is illustrated on a pie chart, find the angle of each sector. Angle-nya, oke, ada blue, ada gray, white, ini partku ya, harus capek nih kerjanya. Red, black. Oke. Ini amount-nya, ini angle-nya. Terus jangan lupa kasih total, selalu vertical lebih enak. Total angle is always 360 degree. Okay. Now, Sophie, blue. What is the amount of blue? Lu lihat di sini, blue berapa, Sophie? How many blue we have, Sophie? Next, Sophie. Gray, lanjutin aja. Nice. Next. White. Lanjut, Sophie, habisin. Oke.
1.5.
1.5, nice. Total berapa, Sophie? Tambahin. Ya, calculator? Add all.
18.
Mantap. So, lu lihat 18 to 360 is quite simple. You just multiply by 20, right? So, everything multiply by 20. 40, 70, 100, right? You multiply by 20 for each of the amount to triangle. 120. Halo, 30. Wait, salah. Nggak salah. Oke, next. Udah ya, beres. So, do we have to draw the pie chart? No, just this. Cuman find the angle, beres. Only that. So, you don't have to write the circle and so on. Any question? Kan? No? Oke. Part 3, lu baca soal pelan-pelan. Lihat ya. Question says that there is a mistake in the bar graph. Ada yang salah di bar graphnya. Because 3.5 gray yang tadi Sophie bilang and 1.5 black cars do not exist in real world. Dia bilang begitu. Mobil mana ada setengah-setengah sih mobil ya kalau nggak 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, and so on. Do not exist. Do you agree with Vishen? Kan agree nggak sama Vishen?
Yes.
Bener juga ya? Nggak mungkin dong setengah, aneh dong. Ada yang nggak setuju sama Vishen? Halo.
I don't.
Why? Nathan don't agree?
Well, I mean, I do.
Sorry?
I do agree
You
that
do?
there are not
Siapa yang nggak
half
setuju?
a car.
Half a car aneh kan? Bener. Weird.
Yes.
What is half car? Tapi ada yang
Because you can't sell half a car.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Why?
It's in thousands now. Hold on.
It's in thousand. So it is make sense. Nggak apa-apa. Ini juga half nggak apa-apa. Kan tinggal times 1,000 sama aja kan. So we don't agree with Christian. Why? Because this is in 1,000 unit. So ini bukan 1.5 car, tapi 1.5 times 1,000. It means 1,500 cars. So hell no. Why? Because Christian miss the details, which is in 1,000 unit. Oke, hal ini dibuang ya. Nah, jadi no, because Vision miss the details, which is the in 1,000 unit. Ininya penting ya. It's extremely important. Next, one more. Yuk, satu lagi yuk. Semua bisa ya ini. I hope semua aman, gampang, nggak susah. Yang susah cuma pacar. Iya, bener sih. So this is a freestyle question. Ini agak free jawabannya. Tapi yang ada 1-2 nomor yang enggak lah ya. Oke, ini lu lihat soalnya. The line graph shows the number of fatal road casualties. Fatal road casualties artinya apa? Kecelakaan fatal, ya. Yang ada yang mungkin mati, mungkin kecelakaan berat, tapi pokoknya ini fatal from 2005 until 2009. Oke. Disuruh ngapain sih soal? In which year was the number of fatal road casualties the highest? Siapa yang belum jawab tadi ya? Madeline, what year? Yang paling tinggi.
2008.
2008, that's right. That's the highest, the peak. Dia naik terus guys, gila serem sih. 2008 part 2. Using the data from the line graph, construct a table showing the number of fatal road casualties over 5 years. Oke, lu hitung tulis gini, minta table. Fatal road casualties, korban kecelakaan berat ya. Casualties itu korban. Jadi 28, 29, 20, 5 dulu ya? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah ini jawabannya bisa beda-beda guys, makanya ini kita harus benar-benar lihat detail. Angkanya bisa beda dikit-dikit banget. Yang ini ada di sini guys. Lu lihat ya, Ini kan 5 blocks, benar nggak? 1, terus 10. Berarti each of the block or each of the line is 2, benar kan? 10, ini kan different 10 bagi 5, 2. So dia pas di sini. Berarti berapa? 172, 173 ya. Saya tulis kecil-kecil aja. Oke. Yang di sini pas di titik, saya minta satu orang tolong dibikin siapa yang belum sih? Nathan belum ya kayaknya ya. Udah ya tadi. Brian, ayo. Cepet ya, jangan lama-lama lagi kayak tadi. Nih, berapa nih?
Bro,
Ya,
ini
berapa,
gini.
Brian?
190.
Nice. Okay, your voice is clearly heard. Thanks. Next, yang ini?
Oh. 215.
Okay. Almost. Kan dia satu blok berapa? 2 ya? 212?
Oh,
4.
214.
Nice. 214. This agak naik dia. Lu lihat dia bukan pas di garis di atas sedikit.
221.
Nice, mantap. Nah, ini agak susah nih. Pas di sini. Tunggu. Nah, 18 berapa tuh? 183 ya? Oke. Oke, kita tulis lagi. Copy paste aja tabelnya.
Oh,
Oke, 173, 190, 214. Gila, ini naik terus tiba-tiba turun. Drop. Ya, bagus lah kalau turun kan. Dan part 3, find the percentage decrease from 2008 to 2009. Part 3, you need to find the decrease first. Jangan persen dulu, decrease-nya dulu aja. From 2008 until 2009. Okay, Felicia, what's your answer? How do you calculate the decrease from 2008 and 2009? Calculation-nya gimana?
What?
Calculate the decrease from 2008 and 2009.
Minus
Subtract, that's right. 221 minus 183. What's the answer? Calculator, tolong, Felicia. Dia turun
38.
28. Are you sure? Coba itu lagi. Kayak nggak deh. Do I misheard? Pasti 8 belakangnya benar. Coba
38.
48.
38.
Oke, thank you. Sorry, nggak kedengaran. Thanks. So, yang ditanya bukan decrease-nya, tapi percent decrease. So, percentage decrease. So, look at this. Percent decrease is 38 over the previous year over 221 pasti. And then it multiply by 100. That's the idea. Oke, siapa hitungin? Siapa lagi ya? Bentar, coba. Kita harus cari-cari yang belum. Nicholas belum nih. Hitung calculator. Kita pakai manual, nggak bisa, susah. Nicholas, what's the answer? Berapa?
My calculator.
Tolong type ya, suaranya kayak nggak jelas.
Oh no, my calculator is not.
Oke, Ken, jawabannya berapa? Jadi, kasih atau Vanessa, bebas siapa aja yang bisa jawab langsung jawab.
17.2.
Ya, 17.2% benar. 19 atau 2, oke ya, di rounding. Part 4, lu coba lihat. Lihat ya, part 4 ini lebih logik aja. Suggest a reason for the decrease in the number of fatal road casualties from 2008 and 2000 to 2009. Tiba-tiba turun, kok bisa? Ini jawabannya ada nggak di sini? Nggak ada ya, tapi kita bisa mikir. Ken, what is your first answer? New regulation, that's right. Mungkin aja orang government lihat wah ini parah banget nih. New rules. Mungkin ya ini jawabannya possibilities, tapi semua bisa. Ada lagi nggak? Ketemu sih banyak banget. Yang lain, ayo. Vanessa kira-kira kenapa kok turunnya mendadak? Gara-gara ada aturan baru, orang lihat ketakutan gitu. Kira-kira apa selain new regulation? Kok tiba-tiba turun 2008 to 2009? Apa? Yang mau bantu jawab berlogika ini. We are thinking, bukan calculating right now. Yang keras dong ngomong. Enggak kedengeran, sorry. Lebih kenapa? Nggak apa-apa, Indo juga nggak apa-apa. No, oke, tapi kayak jawabannya sebenarnya semua bisa sih. Ada yang jawabnya apa nih? They fix most of the broken roads. Bisa juga. So new infrastructure. Jadi orang nggak gampang kecelakaan. Ya. Misalnya signage, road dibenerin yang lubang-lubang, bisa juga. Terus bisa juga yang ketiga nih guys. Orang lihat 2008 trauma. And then switch to public transportation. Orang jadi lebih kurang, public transportation lebih tertib. Orang di situ ya, bukan di Indo ya. Public transport di Indo parah banget, kecuali busway ya. Misalnya Gojek, tukang motor ini bisa ambil jalur busway, itu kacau sih. Terus di Jakarta juga parah banget, yang public transportnya. Ugal-ugalan, Kopaja. Dulu tuh masih inget Kopaja tuh. Bus yang bener-bener bikin parah. Jalanan bikin macet, berhenti sembarangan dan so on. Tapi di Amerika atau di US ini biasanya ya, ini di mana sih dia nggak kasih tau ya. Tapi di developed country, they usually use the public transportation because public transportation over more convenient way. Di Jakarta udah mulai, gara-gara waktu itu Jokowi bikin regulation, bikin MRT, dibikin Ahok, terus dilanjutin, diperesmiin sama si Anies Baswedan. Itu jadi lebih bagus semua. Public transportation itu benar-benar jadi public transportation. Terus ada juga selain MRT, busway juga parah, banyak banget jalanan dibikin baru, jalanan busway dibikin semua and so on. Jadi fatal casualties bisa turun gara-gara itu. Ya masih ada banyak ya, you bisa think of everything. You can analyze everything. I think that's all. Masih banyak ya, 4 misalnya. Ada apa namanya? Education. Or yang tadi regulation, misalnya orang bikin SIM dibikin lebih susah, lebih ribet. Jadi nggak boleh suap, nggak boleh di bribe. Kalau bribe itu ya lu bisa, orang nggak bisa nyetir juga bisa jadi punya SIM gitu. Ini infrastructure, that's good answer also. Trauma, this is my answer, and education. Ya. Jadi orang di-educate biar gimana sih cara nyetir yang bener gitu, jangan macam lu yang sembarangan nyetir. Okay, that's all for now. I think it's not so hard for this topic. You just look at the diagram and you need to analyze the diagram, and that's all guys. So I think I will stop the recording right now.